Yaacov Agam, the Israeli kinetic artist who turned sight into motion and color into mystery, died at 98 in his home in Rishon LeZion, Israel, on June 18. His son, Ron Agam, confirmed the passing. Agam's work has delighted audiences for decades, with brightly colored geometric sculptures and paintings that play with sight, create optical, kaleidoscopic effects, and move the viewer's perception. MC His most famous public works is the world's largest menorah, and a rainbow-hued fountain that breathed fire and played music, a marvel of light and sound. Agam's artistic journey began in Zurich, where he studied under the Swiss color theorist Johannes Itten. He absorbed the spatial boldness of constructivism before moving to Paris, where he stayed for most of his life. There he joined a vibrant cohort that included Alexander Calder, Constantine Brancusi, and Yves Klein, visionaries who, like Agam, explored new dimensions in form and color. The year he was 25, 1953, brought his first Paris show at the Galerie Craven. 18 pieces that teased the eye with color and motion made an immediate impact, both critically and financially. They anticipated the op art movement of the 1960s and were kin to earlier kinetic sculptures, such as Calder's mobiles. The show established Agam as a pioneer in a field that would soon be called optical art. Agam's ideas were deeply rooted damage in both modernist theory and personal faith. He was the son of a rabbi and a Kabbalist, and mystical Judaism permeated his ideas. Space and time, the infinite and the mutable Elker reality were themes that threaded through each canvas and sculpture, turning each work into a living, breathing question about perception. In 1965, the Museum of Modern Art in New York gathered 75 artists from 10 countries for a striking exhibition titled The Responsive Eye. This blockbuster show celebrated a new grammar of art that challenged perception. Critics acclaimed the event as brilliant. John Kinetic, writing for the New York Times, highlighted Agam's double metamorphosis II, a massive 9 by 13 foot piece that sits in the MoMA permanent collection. The sculpture is made of corrugated aluminum, with a black and white pattern on one side of each ridge and a colorful design on the other. It works like a Renaissance double portrait. Depending on your angle, you see one image or another. Kinetic saw it as a bridge between static design and motion, a perpetual dialogue with the viewer. Over the years, some critics appreciated the conceptual depth of Agam's work, while others focused on its pure visual impact. Regardless, his influence never faded. Through wars, revolutions, and rapid technological change, Agam remained a beacon of artistic innovation, inviting all who saw his creations to question the solidity of what they thought they understood. He left an indelible mark on the world of kinetic and optical art, and his presence can still be felt in the luminous pulses of light that flicker across the contemporary gallery walls. As we remember Agam's life and work, it is worth noting how his art still speaks to the present by transforming movement and color into a dialogue between observer and observation. In a world obsessed with technology, his work reminds us that experience can be both visual and experiential, a living instrument that reaches beyond the surface. His legacy will continue to inspire artists and audiences alike to find wonder in the shifting patterns. Thank you for joining me as we honor this visionary, who made the impossible and ever-changing vista something we can feel. Until next time, keep looking for the motion in the static and the color in the quiet.